1941 member of the University of Oregon Hall of Fame, the Oregon Sports Hall of Fame. So they're debating right now. And of course, Mac finished second behind Jesse Owens of the 1936 Olympics in the 100, guys.
Here we're on Nell and John Wooden Court. The baseball team plays at Jackie Robinson Stadium, right on the other side of the freeway. Thank you, Patrick. Here's Michael Roll, been in that shootout with Tajuan Porter. Bruins find themselves down right now, 54-45. Lane, little jump hook.
Lane's going to be a good player here at UCLA. He's got good hands. He can step out and shoot it. He's a rugged rebounder. He still needs to work on his body some, but it's improved immensely since when he first got here at the beginning of the year. But he is going to be a really good player for UCLA. Somebody that they can rely on. Not going to be spectacular, but it's going to be able to affect the game.
Bruins shooting over 50% of shooting Oregon. Foul on Dragovich as he tried to stay with Jacob as he moved through the lane. Oregon shooting 46% right now for the game. Good
high-low action for Oregon that time. Good execution, and again, the passing, the shot. You know, both these teams pretty good defensively. And UCLA especially has struggled with turnovers all year. And today it's been a little more crisp. It's been more about the shooting. It hasn't really been a big turnover story. The last time out, Oregon had 4 and UCLA only 8.
Singler back in at 13 points right now for Jacob. Each team with 3 team fouls. That was Dragovich's first. And Nick takes the rebound. And that is Dragovich's first rebound of the game.
Plenty of time. UCLA's got it down to 8, 10:45 to go. They, again, player movement. Just can't settle for jumpers unless it's roll.
On target.
And that's exactly what Oregon wants right there. Contested long jumper. They go the other way.
Armstead. He now has 4 rebounds, 3 more than the much taller Dragovich who missed the shot. Milking a little clock halfway through the second half. It's a 8-point advantage for Oregon, 55-47.
It's way too early to start thinking about shortening this game if you're Oregon.
Trying to keep the pace on. Great pass and score. Jacobs had a marvelous game. He had 11 in the first meeting. He's got 15 in this one to go with the double-digit rebound total.
That wasn't an easy catch and finish either. There's some mustard on that pass from Porter.
Hamid playing his final game as a Bruin in Florida, as is Michael Roy with the basketball. And Ben Howland just can't wait. He's going to put Tyler Honeycutt's 4 fouls back in the game. We're going to shake our heads in agreement.
I don't disagree with that move.
Got to get him in, else you're not going to win this game. You have a chance to win. His best Reese Nelson imitation, isn't he?
I'm telling you, that's who he's going to be. He's going to be that rugged rebounder, get you extra possessions. But the bonus is he can step out and knock down a 17-footer.
Pretty good effort work-wise. 8 points, 5 rebounds for Lane. He gets beat though on the fake on you. Jacob scores again. Jeremy Jacob.
He has been so active in that painted area, and the Oregon players all looking for him, but he's moving well without it, being rewarded with layups.
17 points. Anderson and Honeycutt will be in with instead for UCLA. Lane underneath is 4 for 4. He's perfect from the field. And now he's on the weak side. Bounce down to Abdul Hamid. They're out on him quickly. Malcolm Lee has found himself in the lane with great looks often tonight, and he is hammered and will go to the line and shoot a couple of fouls on number 14. And that's Matt Humphrey, 4th team foul.
That's why it's a little perplexing that UCLA settles for jumpers. It seems like when they've gotten some of that movement, Lee's been the recipient of a lot of those. But if you just move and find a place to get yourself open, you're going to be rewarded with the ball and either score or get fouled.
How's UCLA doing free throw wise? Well, they haven't shot many. Because they're coming in just over 60% on the year. It's been a problem. Right now they're 2 for 3. Only 3 free throws here at home. And Honeycutt is back in the game. Oregon, conversely, has shot 6 and made 5.
Yeah, UCLA, a younger team. They've struggled all year at the foul line. They're last in the Pac-10 conference in free throw shooting. something for the players individually to work on over the summer, come back a better foul shooting team next year.
61% Oregon on the year, 71% from the line. Instead, they want to move it. Cross court, Singler's the open man. Well, they don't hold on to it long, do they? Dribble drive all the way, foul Dragovic. Free throws, 2 of them upcoming. Dragovic now has 2 fouls. And the Bruins have, what, 5 team fouls.
A good recognition by Humphrey, was going to let that thing fly and saw that lane closed down by Dragovic with the foul. But it's interesting, if Oregon hangs on to win this game, Billy, and just how the conference has gone, it's really weird that they would be last in the conference, but they've swept both UCLA and USC. So is that a matchup thing? Do they have more confidence against those teams? But everybody has beaten everybody seemingly in this conference except for Oregon. They focus, this would be their 6th conference win. 4 of those wins would be against LA schools.
And their biggest comeback of the year was against this Bruins team. Now they're basically trying to go wire to wire and beat them at their place. They've led just about all the way. Here's Dragovic underneath, doubled, up and under the
Step through by Dragovic, not known for his back to the basket game, but that time spun around, stepped through, laid it in.
Well, that was a nice post move. He's more of that face-up perimeter player, as we've all seen throughout his career at UCLA. Singler's open. He's not going to take that. He'll drive, though, go around, miss off glass, gets his own rebound, and misses again. Battle underneath, and the Bruins this time come out with another offensive rebound racked up by the Ducks. It did not turn into points.
UCLA got away with one there. Singler, I mentioned in the first meeting, had a couple huge offensive rebounds to help Oregon win that game.
Anderson finds the house. Malcolm Lee is living in the paint, living down there, and it's a 5-point game. Lee's got 14. Timeout, Oregon.
Well, the crowd finally getting into it. This is the closest UCLA's been in a while. A 5-point, 2-possession game, 7:13 to go. Plenty of time. But again, the turnovers and the stops is what they need. And they're starting to string them together a little bit. Anderson looked like he got poked away, but went right to Malcolm Lee for the easy layup. And then, oh, it's the same play. Lee finishing that play, but you needed something good to happen to get this crowd back into it. If UCLA can come all the way back and win this game, the crowd is going to have to help them, Billy.
Let's get again to the Pac-10 standings. We end regular season play next weekend, and then it's Staples Center and the Pacific Life Pac-10 tournament. Everyone jockeying for position. Cal has clinched at least a tie for the regular season title.
And we know that SC, because of their disciplinary action, their self-imposed sanctions, are not playing in the Pac-10 tournament. So what's happening on Wednesday, there's an 8-9 game. There used to be a 7-10 game also. Now the 7 seeds just automatically onto Thursday to play the number 2 seed. And obviously these teams would like to be able to bypass Wednesday if you can, not be in that 8-9 game. Oregon's got some work to do.
Just to reset things, Oregon has 1 timeout remaining. UCLA has none. Longmire, he puts it up and in as he's back in the game. Kendrick Longmire, he is there with 3 fouls, and he has 8 points.
Well, nice design by Ernie Kent that time. He got themselves a layup out of the timeout.
Honeycutt, so smooth. Out to roll. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good find by Honeycutt, but he's got to be careful jumping in the air to pass. If Oregon's smart, they'll try and step in and take a charge. It'd be Honeycutt's 5th.
4-point game. Roll's got 22. Here's where you have to help Honeycutt, too, on the defensive end. It's a zone defense, but still, they can go at him. It's on that side of the floor. Roll is 50% from 3-point country, 5 for 10. Porter, with very little space, goes in, no. Honeycutt's got the rebound, rips it away, gets it to Roll.
Force the issue here.
9 rebounds for Honeycutt. Great pass, Lee. Oh, Jonas.
What a find and what a finish by Malcolm Lee. Honeycutt at the top, looked like he should have let that jumper fly. sees Lee on the baseline, and he goes front side, then backside, shows it to the Oregon defenders, and then finishes on the other side. Lee, athletic. He takes the hit from the Oregon players. He's got the crowd back into it. A 2-point game here in Pauley.